how the ultra-wealthy build their fortunes. More importantly, how they make it last. We're breaking down this video, the secrets of financial freedom. Some of this stuff pretty surprising.
Yeah, they have a very different approach to building wealth. It's
Yeah.
not just about getting rich, thinking about creating a financial fortress, something that'll last.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. And the video really digs into the details, Like one of the first things that jumped out at me was how they invest. It's not about, just picking the hottest stock or getting those quick returns.
Oh, absolutely. They're thinking about, well, strategic diversification, but on a whole other level.
Yeah.
Think like commercial real estate in markets that are about to take off, or
Yeah.
private equity deals, the kind that fuel those startups that are going to be huge, even getting into digital assets.
See, I've always heard about diversification, but this video, it kind of takes it to a whole new level. It's not just about spreading your money around. It's about putting it in things that can really grow.
It's like, well, imagine them playing chess, many moves ahead. Like they can see market trends before they happen, and then they jump on those new opportunities, and they're not afraid to, use leverage to boost those returns.
Oh, leverage. That's interesting. So they're not afraid of using debt, especially if they can use it to get something that's going to, go up in value, right?
Exactly. That's just a tool for them, nothing to be afraid of.
Right.
If they can borrow at a low rate and invest it in something that'll bring a higher return, well, that's just smart business to them.
Okay, so they build their wealth through these, smart investments and using leverage. There's more to it, right? The video talks about how they protect what they have, too.
They're really good at using legal things to protect their money from taxes or lawsuits, those kinds of things. Trusts are a big one.
Yeah, I'll admit, I always thought trusts were just for super rich people, but the video kind of changed my thinking. There are different kinds. They can be good for anyone who wants to keep their money safe.
You're right. You've got your revocable trusts. Those give you flexibility, while you're still around. And then there are irrevocable trusts. Those have some big tax advantages. And of course, there are charitable trusts too. Those let you support the causes you care about and save on taxes at the same time.
So it's not just about avoiding taxes. It's about making sure your money's protected and, well, using it in a way that fits your values.
Precisely. And they also use things like offshore accounts, but not in the way people usually think.
Yeah, the video is clear about that. It's not about, hiding money or anything illegal.
Right. It's about, well, legally, of course, diversifying your assets geographically. You take advantage of tax laws and regulations in different places. They're thinking globally, not just locally when it comes to protecting their wealth.
So we've talked about building wealth with those smart investments and leverage and protecting it through legal structures like trusts and offshore accounts. But I get the feeling there's more to it than just, the money part, right?
Absolutely. It's not just what they do, it's how they think. The video really stresses adopting the mindset of the ultra-wealthy.
So we're talking about, thinking like a millionaire, manifesting those mansions and private jets.
Well, not exactly. It's about taking that long view. They have a patient approach to building wealth. They're focused on sustainable growth, over decades, not just getting rich quick.
So they don't just jump on the latest trends or fads. They're looking for things that'll give them steady returns over time, like they're building something that'll last for generations.
Exactly. And they're not afraid to, take risks, but they're calculated risks, right? They do their homework, gather information, and make smart decisions. They often invest in emerging markets or new technologies, the kind that can change, whole industries.
I see. So it's not just about luck, being in the right place at the right time. It's about actively looking for those opportunities, being strategic, and having the courage to take those risks.
It's about thinking differently, like seeing the world through an investor's eyes and constantly looking for ways to make your money work harder.
And this is where it gets really interesting, right? The video says the ultra wealthy, they have access to these exclusive investment opportunities, the kind most people don't even know about, like a secret club.
You could say that, yeah. We're talking private equity, venture capital, and hedge funds. Those are investments that usually need, a lot of money up front.
So unless you've got millions of dollars just sitting around, you're out of luck.
Well, not necessarily. The video points out that platforms like crowdfunding and fractional ownership are starting to, even the playing field a bit. Now, everyday investors can get in on the action, too.
That's good news. So it's not impossible for someone with a smaller portfolio to get access to those potentially high return investments.
Right. But a word of caution, yeah, these platforms offer some great possibilities, but it's super important to do your research and know the risks before you invest. It's not some get-rich-quick scheme. You still need to be smart about it and take that long-term view.
Good point. We've covered a lot in this first part of our deep dive. We've talked about strategic investments and asset protection, even getting into that mindset of the ultra wealthy and looking at those exclusive opportunities. It seems like building that lasting financial freedom, well, it takes a pretty comprehensive approach.
Yeah, and we're just getting started. In the next part of our deep dive, we're going to dig into even more strategies and principles that can help you, unlock your own financial success. So stay tuned.
We'll be right back with part 2 of our deep dive into the secrets of financial freedom. So don't go anywhere.
Welcome back. We're digging deeper into how the ultra wealthy, how they think and act. And, one thing that really makes them stand out, it's their dedication to learning. Like they never stop, always reading, taking courses, just trying to understand the world better.
It's like they see knowledge as a way to open doors. You know what I mean? Like the more you know, the more opportunities you see.
Exactly. The more you know, the more you see and the better decisions you make. That's their philosophy, really.
So it's not enough to just, make money. You have to keep growing, keep learning, especially with the world changing so fast.
Definitely. They're always looking at new technologies, exploring those up-and-coming markets, and, never assuming they know everything. They're not afraid to step outside their comfort zones, try new things.
It's that growth mindset, right? Like every challenge is a chance to learn. Every setback is a lesson.
And that leads to another important point the video brings up.
Yeah.
Networking, building relationships.
You mean like it's not what you know, but who you know, that old saying.
Well, it's more than that, really. It's about knowing that you can't do it all alone. The ultra wealthy, they get that. They surround themselves with smart people, experienced mentors, people they can trust for advice.
They're building like these strategic alliances, working together on new projects, tapping into that collective wisdom, right?
Right. They aren't afraid to ask for help, get advice, or use the skills of others. They know that working together can make a bigger impact and help them achieve their goals faster.
It's like having like a team of financial experts, each with their own strengths and knowledge.
Right, exactly. And it goes beyond their inner circle, too. They're active in their communities, supporting charities, and investing in things that make a difference.
So it's not just about, personal gain. They're using their wealth and influence to make the world a better place.
Absolutely. They understand that true wealth, it's more than just money. It's about, using what you have to make positive changes and leave something behind, a legacy.
And that brings us to another interesting point, right? Negotiation. The video says the ultra wealthy, they're really good at getting good deals and making the most out of every deal they make.
Oh, yeah. They go into negotiations with a plan. They do their homework, and they understand, what they can leverage. And they're not afraid to walk away if a deal isn't right for them.
It's like they're playing chess again, anticipating their opponent's moves and positioning themselves to win.
And they push the boundaries, challenge the way things are usually done. They try to find creative solutions that work for everyone involved.
So it's not just about getting the lowest price. It's about finding those win-win situations, the ones that create value for everyone.
Right. They know that a good negotiation isn't about one person winning and the other losing. It's about finding solutions that benefit everyone and building those relationships that lead to more opportunities down the road.
And this is where their mindset is so important. They go in with a sense of abundance, like there's enough for everyone.
They focus on creating value, not just grabbing what they can get. They see the big picture and know that working together often brings the best results.
That's a good perspective, especially in a world where everyone's, competing and worried about scarcity.
Exactly. And it leads us to another key element in their success: discipline and focus. They set big goals, make detailed plans, and then, they just go after them with everything they've got.
So it's not enough to dream big. You have to be disciplined enough to actually make those dreams happen.
They're not afraid of hard work, long hours, or facing, roadblocks along the way. They see those challenges as opportunities to learn and grow.
Yeah.
Setbacks are just temporary detours.
Like they have this internal compass, something that keeps them moving forward even when things get tough or when people doubt them.
They prioritize their time. They're good at delegating tasks. and they stay focused on those goals. They get that success is a marathon, not a sprint.
So it's not about, burning yourself out. It's about finding a pace that you can maintain over the long term.
Exactly. They understand that, true success, it's about every part of your life, physical, mental, emotional.
It's about living a balanced life, not
Oh, yeah.
just chasing, financial milestones.
And that brings us back to their focus on legacy and impact. They get
Yeah.
that real wealth. It's measured by more than just, how much money you have. It's about the impact you have on the world.
So it's not just about getting rich for yourself. It's about using your wealth to create a better future for your family, for your community, for everyone.
Exactly. They're not just building financial empires. They're building legacies that will inspire people for generations to come.
This deep dive has been really interesting. We've looked at so many different strategies and principles, everything from how they invest and protect their assets to, how they think and how they negotiate.
And we've really just scratched the surface. In the last part of our deep dive, we're going to look at how they approach things like legacy planning,
Yeah.
giving to charity, and really making a lasting impact that goes way beyond their own lives.
We'll be back soon to wrap up our exploration of the secrets of financial freedom with the final chapter in this fascinating journey, so stay with us. And we're back, ready to finish our deep dive into the secrets of financial freedom. We've seen how the ultra-wealthy build their wealth and protect it, but now let's talk about legacy, what they leave behind.
And what's interesting is, well, for them, legacy planning isn't just about, passing down money. It's about being sure that wealth, it keeps working towards a goal even after they're gone.
So it's more than just like writing a will and calling it a day.
Oh, much more. They think way ahead, like generations ahead. They use things like dynasty trusts. Those can protect assets and control how they're used for a really long time. Some even set up those private foundations, the ones that support specific causes for, well, maybe even centuries.
Wow. That kind of long-term thinking, and it's pretty amazing. It really shows how they approach everything, right? Like we've been talking about.
Exactly, and it goes along with how they think about philanthropy. A lot of people give to charity, but the ultra wealthy, they often take it to a whole other level. They don't just donate; they invest in solving problems.
So instead of just writing checks, they're creating real solutions, like
Yeah,
funding research or building schools in communities that need them.
exactly. They use that same business sense they use for their investments. They want to see results, real change that lasts.
The video also talks about something I found really interesting. This idea that for the ultra wealthy, wealth is a responsibility, not just a privilege.
Yeah, a lot of them are realizing that having all that wealth means they have a duty to give back, to make a positive impact on the world.
So it's not just about, having a lot of money. It's about using it to make a difference, whether it's, fighting social injustice or supporting the arts.
Exactly. And they do it in so many ways, from protecting the environment to helping those in need.
It's pretty amazing how they're using their wealth to shape the world, not just for themselves, but for generations to come.
And this brings us to a really important point. True financial freedom, it's not about the amount of money you have. It's about having the freedom to make choices that match your values and what's important to you.
So even though most people won't reach that same level of financial success as the ultra wealthy, we can all learn from how they think and what they do.
Definitely. It's about taking that long-term view, making smart investments, protecting what you have, and finding ways to use your resources to make a difference, no matter how big or small.
This deep dive into the secrets of financial freedom has been, well, really eye-opening. We've learned so much about the strategies, the mindset, and the values that lead to real success.
And remember, everyone's path to financial freedom is different. There's no one right way to do it. It's about taking what you've learned and using it in a way that works for you and your goals.
So whether you're, just starting out or you're already on your way, keep learning, keep growing, and keep working towards that life of financial freedom and purpose.
And as you go on your journey, remember that real wealth, it's about more than just money. It's about living a life that has meaning, that makes a difference.
The secrets of financial freedom. We hope you found it, useful and inspiring. Until next time, keep learning and keep exploring.